The Vikings feared only one thing: a meaningless death. Because in their world, how you took your final breath decided your eternal fate, and those fates were not equal. Some were glorious, some were horrifying, and some were so bleak that even the bravest warriors refused to speak of them. Today, we're diving into the real Viking afterlife, not the Hollywood version, the mythic one. The one that terrifies and mesmerizes at the same time. Let's begin with the most famous destination, Valhalla. Valhalla was not a reward for being a good person. It was a reward for dying the right way. The Vikings believed that only those who died with a weapon in hand could be chosen by the Valkyrie's beautiful and terrifying warrior spirits who descended onto battlefields like falcons diving on prey. They selected the fallen who showed courage, strength, and a refusal to surrender, even in their final heartbeat. Those chosen entered the Hall of Odin, a colossal golden fortress with 540 doors, each one large enough for 800 warriors to march through side by side. And every single day, these fallen warriors, the Einherjar, fought each other in glorious, brutal combat. Their bones cracked, their flesh tore, their swords shattered. But at night, all their wounds miraculously healed, and the feast began. They drank from endlessly refilling cups of mead and ate meat from a giant boar that resurrected every morning, just so the feast could begin again. But here is the part most people forget. Valhalla was not paradise. It was training. Odin was preparing these warriors for Ragnarok, the end of the world. The chosen dead were his final army, an army meant to stand against giants, monsters. In the world-consuming fire of the giant Surtur, Valhalla was an eternal boot camp for the apocalypse. Now what if you fought bravely but didn't end up in Valhalla? You might go somewhere else, a place very few talk about, but one that was just as honorable, Folkvanger. The Field of the People, ruled by the powerful goddess Freyja. She actually claimed the first half of the warriors who fell in battle. Odin only claimed the second half. Many Vikings quietly believed Freyja's afterlife might even be better. It was a peaceful field of green and gold, rather than a hall of endless warfare. Freyja's realm represented love, beauty, and the softer side of the warrior spirit. It was an afterlife of peace, earned through courage. But not every Viking reached a glorious afterlife. Many, in fact, ended up in hell, a realm that was neither fiery nor violent, as you might imagine. It was cold, silent, and endless. A gray world of mist and frost ruled by the goddess Hel, the daughter of Loki. Her realm was for those who died ordinary deaths, from illness, old age, or accidents. People who simply slipped away from life instead of fighting for it. Hell was not a place of torture. It was a place of nothingness. A place where the dead existed without purpose, reliving their mundane lives in a shadowy echo. For Vikings, who valued action and legacy above all else, this was worse than pain. It was oblivion. Warriors feared hell more than any enemy on the battlefield. Now they feared dying quietly in their beds, because they believed this was a wasted life and a wasted death. But even hell wasn't the bottom. There was also Niflhel, a deeper, darker level of the same realm, reserved for the cruel and dishonorable. Not cowards, but the wicked. Murderers, oath-breakers, and people who betrayed their communities. Niflhel was a frozen abyss, a realm of howling winds, eternal frost. An isolation so complete that the soul was said to slowly unravel over time. And the worst fate of all didn't belong to the common dead or even the wicked. It belonged to those devoured by certain beasts. If a Viking died by drowning, their soul was claimed by the giantess, and she dragged them into the crushing depths of the ocean to join her drowned hull. A cold, dark gathering of lost sailors. If they were torn apart by wolves, dragons, or other monstrous creatures, their souls didn't go to any realm. They scattered into chaos, an existence without memory or identity. A fate so horrifying that ancient poets refused to describe it in detail. Every Viking grew up knowing that death was not the end. It was a final test, a test they had to pass in the blink of an eye. A test that could grant glory for eternity or cast them into cold, lonely silence. So the next time you hear the word Valhalla, remember this: it was not heaven. It wasn't a reward for being good. It was a destiny earned only by those who faced death without fear, with a weapon in their hand and a battle cry on their lips. For the Vikings, bravery wasn't just a virtue. It was the only path to the afterlife they desired. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the Viking world, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.